An unknown light can be frightening. A couple of years ago, I went camping in a secluded plot of land a friend owned. There was no one out there that night except for me and a group of friends. We were all gathered around the campfire one night and noticed a beam of light coming from behind the trees about 100 feet away. The light was moving around, aiming at us, then swinging up into the sky like a spotlight. None of us knew what the light was or what it was coming from. Of course, all the girls started to get scared and run into their tents. The three of us start moving towards the light within the trees. Now, at this point, it is just my friend Ian and I. We make it to the other side of the trees and see a clearing with a bright light emitting from the center. I tell Ian that I am going to get closer and see what it is, but Ian seems to be so nervous and tells me I will just stay here. I decide I am going to see what the light is no matter what. There I go by myself into the clearing, walking straight to the light. The light seemed to get brighter as I got closer, but once I was about 20 feet away, I noticed it was a truck that just had a lot of lights on it. And I am now wondering who this could be. We should be the only ones out here as I walk up to the side of the truck. There's a person setting up a deer blind. He notices me and jumps up from what he is doing. A sigh of relief was let out from the both of us. After explaining to him what happened, he apologized and said he didn't realize that we were in that direction. This encounter has always made me curious how far a flashlight or lights can be seen. So I did a little research about how light travels. How light travels. The way light works is it's projected from its starting point. Let's say you're using a flashlight. The light the flashlight emits is actually photons in a cone shape. The further the photons get from the source, the thinner and more spread out they become, eventually coming to a point where the naked eye is unable to see. Photons are continuous, meaning that they will never stop, but after becoming so thin they basically turn invisible. Can light be seen at extreme distances? Like I stated earlier about how light is photons and the photons thin out after so far, you can actually control how far you can see the light from your flashlight to a certain extent by focusing the beam. On the downside, the more focused the beam is, the less the light will cover widthwise.